Hi, second graders. It's Mr. B. Today we're going to talk about some subtraction problems, okay? And we're gonna do one problem today, but we're really going to break this problem down. We're really going to look at all the pieces that make this problem work the way that it does. And I know that some of you are having problems with some of the things we're doing, and we're going to try to work through those today, not by doing 100 different problems, but by doing just a couple. And you guys all have this worksheet that's in your packets. We're going to do number 20. 27 minus 8. Now remember, 27 minus 8. I'm trying to find the difference, right? When you do a subtraction problem, you find the difference. Now, remember when we subtract, the number that we start with is always first. And remember, when we subtract, we have a number and we take some away. So this is the number of whatever we have. We 27 pieces of candy or whatever. We're going to take 8 of those away. And this is the amount we're going to take away. Now we're going to start by talking about how to line this problem up. And this whole thing that we're going to do comes down to place value. Remember? When we talk about place value, we talk about ones, tens, and hundreds, right? And it goes on and on from that. So when we talk about the number 27, right? Let's get rid of this. If we have the number 27, we have to think, what is our place value here? Well, we've got ones here. There's a 2 in the tens place. And in the hundreds place, there's nothing, right? But we need to know that. Now, when we stack a subtraction problem, the number we start with goes on top. So we're going to start with our 27 on top. Now we're going to look at the 8. So when you have the number 8 here, and we go with place value, we've got an 8 in the ones place, we've got nothing in the tens place, and we've got nothing in the hundreds place, right? So let's kind of keep this in our mind here as we stack and work through our problem. Okay, let's go ahead and... So when we have the number 27 here, we remember that this is our ones here, and this is our tens, and we've got no hundreds. Now we're going to stack the number 8. In the number 8, in the ones digits was an 8. I'm going to put that right underneath the ones place here. Not over here or not over here. Right underneath. We've got to keep our place value intact. And when we look at the 8 here, we notice there's no tens and no hundreds. It's stacked up directly under the place value where it goes. Now, where do I put my minus sign? Some of you put it right here, right? Well, if you look at that, that's underneath your tens. That's in your tens column, right? If I put a line between these two, I can see that my tens place right here has the minus sign in it. Now that can get confusing. Now I'm not saying you can't do it that way. I'm just saying it might be easier if you put that minus out to the side here. I can still see that I'm subtracting, but it's not in any of my place values, right? It's not in any of my columns here that are going to help me subtract. All right, so now we've got our problem set up. We got our ones here, we got our tens here. Now, when you subtract, you must start at the top of the ones place. You must start at the top of the ones, and I'm going to show you why. A lot of kids do this, and I see this into 4th and 5th grade, even into 6th grade sometimes, where kids will look at this problem and go, 7 minus 8, oh, I can't do that, but I'm just going to go 8 minus 7, and 8 minus 7 is 1. They start at the bottom and they go up. That will not work. That will not ever work. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to put this 1 over here, so you can see why later that this doesn't work. Okay? Remember, the number of things we start with is 27, right? Not 8. So, I'm going to look at my problem. I'm going to start at the top of the ones, and I'm going to say, I started with what? Well, I'm going to only work with my ones place right now. And I'm going to draw 7 little dots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, can I take 8 away? I cannot, can I? I cannot take 8 away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my tens place. I'm going to borrow a 10. I'm going to make this into 110. And I'm going to bring that 10 over here, right? I'm going to make that 17. Right? Now, I'm going to take my 7 that I have, and I'm going to make it 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now, can I take 8 away? I certainly can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to put that answer right in my ones place, because that is 9 ones. Now, do you see why this does not work? That does not work. And I see that over and over and over again. Okay? Now, I've got my ones place taken care of. I'm going to move to my tens place. This is no longer 2 tens, because I needed to take a 10 to make 17 over here. I now only have 1 10. I've got 1 minus what? 0. There's nothing here. 1 minus 0. I have one thing. I take 0 away. That is one thing left. So the answer, or the difference of 27 and 9 is 19. You could say this 2 ways. 27 minus 9 equals 19. Or I could say the difference of 27 and 8 is 19, right? That is how you do it. All right, guys. Watch this video a couple of times if you need to. I really want you to understand this. And you've got a mess of problems here. I don't care if you do 4. I don't care if you do all 20. I just care that you can do them correctly, okay? So get as many of those done as you want to do, really. And remember, sometimes you don't have to borrow. All right, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.